Hello everyone, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2017 movie One Mile to You. The movie is directed by Leif Tilden and written by Mark Novak and based on the book by Life at These Speeds by Jeremy Jackson. Movie is about a teenage boy named Kevin who, after his girlfriend dies in a school bus accident, he is trying to move on, but he's doing all these little track races and stuff for school and everything to try to keep her memory flowing through some kind of adrenaline rush or whatever. And whenever he runs, he feels like he vividly can see her and everything. But and he uh, gets pretty much gets sent to this different school and everything, and meets a new girl and everything. He's wanting to be with the new girl, but he also doesn't want to let go of his old girlfriend. Um, but um, the cast in this is okay. Most of them are people that I've never heard of and everything, but the um, uh, Graham Rogers plays Kevin, the lead character. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything before, but he looks really familiar. But he was okay in this. His acting wasn't really all that great. Um, Billy Crudup plays Coach K, one of his new coach that is encouraging him to be a runner on the track teams, and he's okay. It kind of feels like he's out of place in this movie. Like, this movie's not very well done and everything, and Billy Crudup is a pretty decent actor, and he just didn't feel like he fit into this movie. Um, Leanna Liberato plays Henny, the new girl that Kevin starts to date. Um, she's okay in this. She doesn't really get a lot to do in it and everything. And she was really the only person that one of the main people in this movie that I had heard of because I had seen her in If I Stay and The Best of Me, but I didn't think she was very good in this movie. And the chemistry between her and uh, uh, Graham Rogers just wasn't really there. They didn't have very much good chemistry. Um, Stephanie Scott plays Ellie, the girlfriend that gets killed at the beginning of the movie in the bus crash and everything. They mainly show her through flashbacks and stuff and everything. She's okay. Her chemistry with Graham Rogers is okay, not very good either. Um, and then Tim Roth has a really small role in this. He plays Ellie's father and Kevin's old coach. He um, is only in this movie for a few minutes at the very beginning, and then they show him a couple times during the flashbacks, but he's not in this movie very much. He was actually the only person in this movie that I really had seen a lot of stuff of, and I was curious to see what he what he was doing in this movie, and he's actually the reason I got this one. I found it at the dollar store for only $1, so I picked it up. I thought maybe it would be pretty good and everything, but unfortunately he's barely even in this movie. He's in there just enough to pretty much give a big name on the poster to get people interested, I guess. Um, the score by Paul Ducetti, or however you say his last name, um, it's not very good. It's really forgettable. It feels like it fits in like a Lifetime movie or something like that. It's just not a very good score. Um, mm, Editing is pretty poor too. Tamara Amin did the editing, and it was really just not very well edited, and I didn't really like the way the camera work was done on the directing either. Like the way they did these weird close-ups, and uh, like the camera would move in circles around these characters and stuff. It felt really weird, and it didn't work very good. It was just really bad camera work. Um, the cinematography by Gary Shaw was probably the best thing about the movie. It has some really good cinematography, but besides that, there's not a lot about this movie that I could say I really enjoyed. It was pretty boring. The way it could have been really good. The way they executed the bus crash, like, and everything wasn't done very well. They didn't really go into a lot of detail about what happened right after the bus crash happened or anything. I didn't like the way they did that. And the movie's just really slow and boring. I went into this movie not or watching this movie without knowing anything about it. I'd never even heard of it. It's just one I picked up at the dollar store, and it's definitely not a very good one. I normally like independent movies, and that's one of the things that drew me to this movie, because I haven't seen a good independent movie in quite a long time. So I thought I'd give that movie a chance. It was just really boring and really disappointing. I thought it could have been a lot better. I've seen movies that have kind of had the same type of story and stuff done a whole lot better and everything, and just the cast wasn't that great and everything. Tim Roth was really the uh, best thing about the movie, and he's barely even in it. So, um, but it's definitely not a great movie, and I wouldn't recommend it really. Um, it's definitely not worth checking out unless you're really into these type of movies. It's just too depressing and not very told very well and made very well. Um, I'd give it a 4 out of 10, because I did like the cinematography, and the little bit of time we get to see Tim Roth on the screen is pretty good, but really, that's all I can really say about it. It's an okay movie and everything, but um, anyway, if there's any other movies you'd like me to do, let me know in the comments, and I'll do them. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and um, have a good day.